Hi everybody, this is Greg Harding. I'm just going to give you some background to the project and then tell you what we're going to be doing today. The project in front of us is a selection of images from Salford University's Advantage campaign, and we photographed these in a studio up against white seamless, and then we asked the students to jump on a trampoline and give us some sort of success images and give us shapes that portrayed success and elation and happiness. So this is the result, and these are the selection that Salford have provided us with. And now the next step for these is just to do some refinement to the background. We want to extract them away from their white background, and so they can use them for dropping on different graphics. So we're going to look at different techniques to extracting from a white background, and I mean I've been doing these for many years. So you build up a sort of list of your go-to methods. There's no one way of doing it that is the best. There are different extraction techniques that you can use, but certainly the quickest that I've found for extracting on white backgrounds I shall show you now. So we're just going to jump over to one of the images that I've already got in Photoshop here that we're going to look at. And you can see we've got our model. I don't know how well you can see the image quality, but you can see our model is on our white background. We've got a little area up here where she's jumping, and we're over the background here, so we'll take that out, and we can see that we've got a few areas that we will have a little struggle with. The hair is one area in particular, and sort of areas where you've got some brightness that's similar to the white background. So let's have a look at doing that. I'm going to double click on my background layer and extract that to its own layer, and that will allow us to remove data, and it will provide us with a layer on its own. So my first go-to technique is to use the magic wand. Now if you select a reasonable tolerance, and you'll have to play with the tolerance yourselves as to what you find works best for you. You click on the white background, you can see that it puts up the marching ants, and you can see it's done a pretty good job actually of going round the areas and giving you a clean area of selection. You can see up in the hair, as I was saying, it's going to struggle in there because some of them are grey, and we don't really want to lose. We want to keep the hair data. So we're going to look at that. If you hold down the Shift key whilst you've still got the selection, you can get it to add into the selection, and that's quite helpful for taking out areas that are enclosed. You can use you can take off contiguous, and that will help with that, but it will also pick up areas that that are of the same brightness as the area you're selecting, so that can be a bit problematic. So for now, let's just get rid of the background just by hitting delete. That will lose the majority of the white that we've selected. We are going to look at dealing with this hair area first, I think, and I'm just going to deselect that. Now my go-to method for getting the white out of the hair, I mean there's all sorts of things you can do, one of which is to use the built-in extraction tool, but the quickest method I've found is to use the background eraser, and so long as you use a sort of tolerance, and one of the good things about the background eraser is that you can select the hair color, and you can then tick the protect foreground color up here, and wherever you click on the white it will protect the foreground for you, so it will in theory protect the hair. So you can go across the hair now you can be pretty it can be pretty hard on the hair going into the areas, and it will remove the white from that for you whilst protecting the valuable hair. We can do the same on here inside, and you can see very quickly that it removes the area that you've selected. I'm just being quite rough with it at the moment, and you can take your time when you do it. So, but you want all of that that away. Now, like for areas around the arm, you can see there's, I don't know whether you can see on the screen in front of you, but you can see there's very, very faint white rim to that. Now you can select the garment color, and again, whilst you've got your background eraser up in with protect foreground color, it will protect the color for you, and you can start extracting the white rim away from it. Now you can go around the whole body like that if you want to. That doesn't take too long. Areas in here, the belt buckle, we just lose that. And I'm going to use just a marquee selection for this, so just a little M, holding down M and then just pulling out a little selection marquee, and then just hitting delete each time you want to get rid of something. There are I don't think there's much more to do on this image, to be honest. I mean, if you wanted to, you could run all the way around the image to get rid of all of the white pixels. One of the best techniques I've seen for that is by selecting the background layer by holding down the command key and clicking on the layer. It will select the entire image, and then you can do a select, modify, and then contract by 1 pixel, and that will chimp into the image a little bit. And if you invert the selection, I've just done that by using a shortcut, but you can use the Shift Command I, and that will select all the white pixels surrounding the image, and you can hit delete again, and that will get rid of 1 pixel width of the white. So I'm pretty happy with that. I'm going to deselect that. To finish, I'm going to do my usual high pass filter, which you can see my tutorial on my YouTube feed. And there we are. We have an extracted model ready to use. So I'm going to flatten that, and so tune in and see you next time. So I hope you learned something, and I'll catch up with you soon. Bye bye.